Hello and welcome back to JC's Creations, a space for all things authentic and creative. So today we're going to look at southern fried okra. This has become our favorite way to prepare okra, especially for snacking. With this recipe, the okra turns out crunchy, is scrumptious and nourishing. Southern fried okra tends to be tasty. It's not as slimy, so the crispier you make it, the less slimy it actually becomes. It's very quick to put together as well. To make this recipe, you are going to need fresh tender okra, seasoning, flour, cornstarch, cooking oil, and equipment like a saucepan, a pot, or a deep fryer if it's available, spatula, a blender, grater, or mortar and pestle to grind the fresh seasoning. For seasoning, you can use any ingredients to suit your taste. Today we are going to use aromat, peri-peri salt, black pepper, cayenne pepper, an onion, garlic about 5 cloves, ginger, just a small piece, and 1 Scotch bonnet, half a lemon or 1 tablespoon of lemon depending on the blender that you're using. Instead of lemon, you can also use 1 to 2 tablespoons of water. For the recipe, we'll start with putting the okra in a bowl and washing the okra thoroughly with water, because you just don't know where that okra has been. You can strain out the water using a colander if there's one available. Pat dry the okra with a kitchen paper towel, or you can just leave it to air dry if time allows. The next step is to wash and cut the fresh seasoning. So that's the ginger, that's the garlic, that's the onion, and setting them aside. The next step is to prepare the okra. So we start this by cutting off both ends of the okra, so that's the tip and the bottom, and throwing away the remains. So with the okra that you've got left, you can cut it into any desired shape or size. We'll go with just splitting the okra in half for this video. This gives us moist, crunchy and authentic okra taste. So to be mindful, the thinner the okra, the crispier it will turn out. And you can also remove the seeds. This is optional. We left them in as they are bound to have many health benefits. I initially wanted to use the mortar and pestle, but I ended up using the blender instead. The amount of seasoning turned out to be a little bit small for the blender, so I had to add a bit of Scotch bonnet and half a lemon to make the paste come out. So once the paste is ready, you can take 2 tablespoons and put it into a small bowl, and then start adding your dry ingredients. So that's your aromat, your peri-peri salt, your cayenne pepper and your black pepper. How much you put in of these ingredients is really up to you. It depends on how spicy you like your foods and how salty you like them. It's all up to you. I just sprinkled a few of each. So you need to mix all the seasonings well together and then mix it into the okra until all the okra is covered with the seasoning. The next step is to prepare the oil for deep frying. To do this, you need to put oil in the saucepan or pot and turn on the cooker on medium heat. While waiting for the oil to heat up, you can add the cornstarch to the okra mix for coating. This makes the okra extra crispy and prevents it from burning. You need to toss the okra and mix it very well until it's evenly coated. You can check if the oil is ready by sprinkling a bit of the flour or cornstarch into the oil. If it bubbles or fries, then it's ready. While waiting for the okra to cook, you can now prepare where you're actually going to place it or where you're going to store it. The last step in this recipe is to deep fry the okra on medium heat until it's golden brown. We tried the first batch with just cornstarch to the mix, but the okra was not fully covered, it was a bit patchy. So we added some flour. You can use any flour that you have in your cupboard, self-raising or plain, just to add a little bit more coating, which left the okra more covered, and you can pick it up one by one. So deep fry the rest of the okra, strain the oil, and serve as an appetizer or a snack with a dip of choice, or you can just eat it by itself. It's very tasty. So this brings us to the end of this recipe. You can go ahead and experiment with adding your own seasoning and ingredients. Please let us know what you think about this recipe. Like, share, and follow our page for more authentic recipes.